blood at UBTH. So, and it was bad already. They gave us two options, either a bone marrow transplant or chemotherapy. And then we know the prices of bone marrow transplants and the effects. So we didn't have enough money though, so we just opted for chemotherapy, and we started chemotherapy immediately at UBTH. After the first chemotherapy, his system crashed. He couldn't produce blood, his bone marrows were not producing blood. We had to look for blood support from friends, from family. In fact, I exhausted my family members for donations. My husband, his siblings, everyone donated just to make sure he survives. And even some of my friends here who do this business with me, they came to the hospital to do donations of blood to keep my son going. And then that continued until actually a friend, my upline, a family friend, introduced, she was the first to tell us about this product. I was skeptical, my husband was, until I then wanted to give it a try, but we didn't have the financial power. So I went to Mama and I told her. She pushed, and then my upline, Mrs. Ihaza, she made a donation of the first pack we started with. So we started using the product when she gave us the first pack. And then, like I said, after the first chemotherapy, his system crashed. So because he wasn't able to produce blood and we kept giving blood support, the doctor then insisted that he had to go for a bone marrow transplant, that's the only way. So we started looking for funds to go for the transplant. In UK, we were told it's 60 million, and then other places. And then we found somewhere here in Nigeria, at Sigbosa, where approximately 50 million will be used for the transplant. The money wasn't anywhere. We couldn't even afford 25,000 naira for STC-30, not to talk of a bone marrow transplant. So we kept believing God, friends, family, church, everybody kept donating, trying to raise the funds for him to go through the bone marrow transplant. And that was when this product came handy. So we started using it at UBTH. The doctors were not aware though, we were doing it on our own. So after like a month, I went back to the doctor and I told her that he's my only son, as in, even if there were many, you wouldn't want any of your child to die. So I want the best for him. And then the doctor said I was asking about the bone marrow transplant, if he actually needed it. So she told me that the tests they've been running of recent, they discovered that he doesn't need the bone marrow transplant. That was the first breakthrough. So I was like, ma, but we hear of relapse. Sometimes they say after chemotherapy and all that, there may be a case of relapse. Because my son reads a lot. He's 17. Clinton, please, if you don't mind, please just come over.
Super life!
Super! He reads a lot, so he kept telling me things. Things I don't know about. So he told me about relapse. That they say sometimes there could be a relapse. So I just said, okay, let me ask the doctor. So I asked Dr. Aino. I said, we heard cases of relapse after a while. So what's my son's chance if we don't do the bone marrow transplant? She said that there will be a case of relapse for him if it's in his genes. So we had to go do a genetic test. And that test is not carried out here in Nigeria. We had to send samples through FedEx. They did the testing, and then it was confirmed that it was not in his genes. So that was all we had to do. So we just kept using STC-30. And because they told us here that if it's a severe case, you have to use 2 sachets a day. We're using 2 sachets for him on a daily basis. So by June, they did another bone marrow aspiration to know if there was.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, boss.
The weather is bad. The weather is bad. I don't want rain to beat everybody here. So it's simple. STC helps me a lot. Wow. And it is still helping me now. Like even since I left the hospital, I don't fall sick, cough, catarrh, body pain. I don't have anyone. Wow. I'm looking better than before. I'm feeling better than before. I'm still taking the STC so that to prevent anything at all, because I don't want anything at all. I just want to be better.
Super!
So in summary, what my mother is trying to say is that at the beginning, it wasn't easy. Like there are a lot of things that happen in the hospital that only my father would know. She would not know. I'm not still going to tell her anything that happened because women, somebody can just faint, high blood pressure and the rest. So there are a lot of things that happen she doesn't know. But after I started taking STC, to God be the glory, none of them happened again. I stopped needing blood, I stopped needing platelet, I stopped needing everything. Everything was just okay, everything is still okay.
Life is super!
Permit me to introduce my husband here because he was with him in the hospital while I was taking care of the home front. He's here.
Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
So I'm very happy to be here. This is a testimony. So we went through hell, but to God be the glory. We are okay, we are perfect. In fact, UBTH, they know him very, very well. Everywhere we go to, they call him, in fact, they call me Clinton because they know the situation we're passing through. But the truth is that everybody gave up. Everybody. They gave up, they said they won't make it. But both of us, we stood our ground that they will make it. Yes. Now, these miracle products, I don't know how she got it. She brought it. Then immediately, because I'm a very skeptical person, hyper skeptical. Maybe I saw this thing, I don't know, I fell in love with it. This, my son, is like me too, very critical about things. I just told him, boy, look at this thing. This thing will heal you. And he just keyed into it and we believed and started taking it. There's something my wife maybe forgot to tell you. He was the only person that survived cancer while we were at UBTH.
Super life!
Super! So, if we have anybody doubting the efficacy of this product, please, you have no reason to doubt. This is no drama, this is not Hollywood, this is not Hollywood, this is for real. So it's my son, he went to the hospital, 17 years old, he came out 18, so he's no longer 18. So he's a survivor. Thank you.
Super life!
Life is super!
The wife just mentioned that somebody just died yesterday in the same...
Yes, we were waiting to send this product to him. But because of scarcity of product, we couldn't get. The product came on Friday and we called to send it. They said he died that morning.
You can see many people are dying. But if you have this, there's something, I don't know Clinton, but my daughter, I don't know how I got to know Clinton. She was in school, she called me. She called me.
So what happened between me and the doctor? What happened between me and the doctor? Because I am conversant with our daughter's school, the school our daughter attended. I had some friends there. So her friends told her about me, and the daughter came to me with STC, and I was already like, I am already taking this product that you are bringing for me. Then that's how everything happened.
Okay, let me stop. Super life!
Life is super!
You see it? STC is connecting everywhere.
Yes, so.
Bringing family together, bringing health together. You are doing it, your children are doing it, you must speak about it. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Mommy, I have a friend, he's having this issue, How can STC, how can we transport it? I called her and said, is it the same person we are dealing with? Una got called, it's still the same person. I said, we are already handling it. But I refuse to ask, how did you, that one is the story of tomorrow. Super life!
Life is super!
Super life is the aim thing. So we are going to celebrate and going to thank God for what God has done in the life of Clinton and other persons. And more will be done. The cameramen will go to interview them one after the other for more details about them. Congratulations, everybody. So we can celebrate with them, enjoy the music with them, and let us thank God for Clinton. Clinton,